78 Sports TV here with my brother, Keith One-Time Thurman, interim WBA champion. How you doing today, Keith?
I'm doing great, man. Yourself?
Pretty good, man. Just looking forward to get you back in the ring, man. Any news for the fans?
There's no news but the news that's out there. We can just talk about what's being said. My original trainer used to tell me, you don't have a fight until you have a contract, and even then, you don't have a fight till you see your opponent standing across from you in the ring. And I've always looked at boxing that way. So, the he say, she say things that are out there in the web and everything, I don't look into that much. I'm always waiting on the phone call, and I'm waiting to see the contract for myself. But, there was Richard Schaefer mentioned Sean Porter. Everybody knows that Keith Thurman isn't ducking anybody, but a lot of people are ducking Keith Thurman. I'm probably the number one person who deserves a title shot who is not been given the title shot. But we'll see, man. This year is all about who Keith Thurman wants to fight, because we already know, or who wants to fight Keith Thurman, because you guys already know I want to fight the champions. I want to fight the elite of the welterweight division. I want to test myself. I'm not afraid to lose. I'm here to prove myself as a fighter, to become a legend, and to entertain the world of boxing at 147.
No doubt. So you brought up Sean Porter. Richard Schaefer brought that up. So if that opportunity presents itself to you on paper, I'm sure you would jump at that chance.
I would jump at anybody who's holding a belt right now. I've been jumping at anybody who's been holding a belt. They keep saying, Keith, will you fight this person? Will you fight that person? I'll fight anybody with a belt. When Paulie had the belt, I wanted Paulie. Broner had the belt, I want Broner. McDonald's got the belt, I want McDonald. I am the number one contender, so I deserve whoever is the champion. And that's another thing too. Elvis Presley could have a belt right now. I'd want to fight Elvis Presley. You know what I'm saying? It's not the person, and as a fighter and as an individual, I am not afraid of any man. I believe in my skills, my ability, and the strength that God has given me to step into the ring with any man on this planet. So a lot of people talk about it, that I'm a little old school. I feel old school. I felt like I was bred old school, and these new school cats ain't ready for the next generation, which is Keith One-Time Thurman, and I'm bringing it back old school, baby. You guys are going to see. When I get my hands on the belt, whoever deserves a shot should get the shot, So I've been debating with people with the Floyd's next fight who really deserves that, but that's another topic,
Yeah. All right, so, hey, that's good to hear, man. You are definitely an old school. You have that old school mentality. You're willing to get in there with anybody, and it's good to hear you say that once you get that belt, that you're going to be giving the number one contender guys a shot, and not pulling this crap that these other guys are pulling. We don't understand that boxing is a business and every fighter wants to get paid, but it also comes a time where when I look at what's happening to you right now, and you're not even being mentioned as an opponent for Maidana or Floyd Mayweather, I would hate to see you get into that position and not give other guys a shot, and you're saying that you won't do that.
Definitely, man. Like I said, I'm not afraid to lose. And once when you've made it, you shouldn't be afraid to lose. Especially once when you have what we call a tremendous fan base, or once when you become a household name, where mostly everybody in the world of boxing knows of you, and quite a few people outside of the world of boxing have at least heard of you. So, right now, I'm still young in my career. I can't really complain with what's going on, only to a certain degree.
Okay, Keith, what do you think? You brought up Floyd Mayweather and his next opponent. Who do you think, besides yourself, of course, who do you think Floyd Mayweather should be in the ring with next?
Honestly, next, it's his choice. But I would say I would say by following what I call the Mayweather formula, which is to fight in always fight around Cinco de Mayo. Okay, Mayweather always fights around Cinco de Mayo.
Right.
So because of that, that means that he kind of is demanding upon himself a Latino opponent. Okay.
Right.
Somebody of heritage of some kind of form of Latino descent, you know, and Marcos McDonald falls under that category by being Argentinian. And besides Marcos McDonald, you know, they keep talking about Amir Khan, but if I was Floyd Mayweather, because of how he follows his formula for Cinco de Mayo, I wouldn't even be thinking Amir Khan. I mean, Amir Khan's a good fight. It changes up the normal fight structure of what we see, which is Floyd being the boxer and somebody else being the puncher. At least now it would be boxer versus boxer. So I'm not going to disagree with the fight, but if you follow his formula, he should either be fighting Marcos McDonald or even Danny Garcia if he can convince Danny to move up or at least fight at a catch weight, because Floyd Mayweather could make 145 and things like that. So
right.
That's the way I look at it from a fan perspective and from a business perspective.
Okay. Do you think that you will get your chance to show the world? Do you think you will get your chance against Floyd Mayweather? Basically, is what I'm asking. I know I talked to a lot of fighters, and a lot of guys have pretty much given up. They don't even want to mention Mayweather because they don't think he's going to fight them. Do you believe that one day you will get your chance against Floyd Mayweather?
I do believe so. Several reasons. One, because I'm on the same side of the fence as him. With the one-time Mayweather fight, you are not going to have the Bob Arum production dilemma or the Bob Arum Golden Boy feud dilemma. So that is what makes me, in my own mind, a candidate for a Mayweather fight, outside of the fact that I am one of the most how I'm rising star in the division. I'm undefeated, and you know, like I said, I believe I deserve a title shot. I believe I deserve a title shot this year. And if for some reason I don't get my title shot this year, you know, by next year, who's to say that my first title shot should not be a Floyd Mayweather fight? You know, because why do people fight champions? They fight champions because they've proven themselves amongst the contenders that this is the possible champion in the making, or is a champion to be. So because of that, you know, I do see myself as the champion to be, and I believe a champion is going to have to step up to fight me, and the champion in the future may be Floyd Money Mayweather.
Okay. Also, in recent news, Victor Ortiz and Luis Collazo fought. You know, we all saw how that ended. Collazo knocked out Ortiz. Now there's rumblings that Collazo wants to fight Keith one-time Thurman. All right. Do you see that as as a fight that you're interested in, or are you more so concerned about getting your title shot first, or do you care?
I care, but I don't care. You know, I care about my title shot, but you know, you don't always get what you want in the sport. So if I can't get what I want, at the end of the day, I still want another fight. At the end of the day, I still want to entertain the fans and I'd like to be a part of the networks and a part of, you know, the entertainment of this year. So if I have to do that without a title shot, then it will be done. And, you know, we were just talking about Collazo in the gym. I just left the gym. We were talking about Collazo. Somebody came in and said, how many times did he get hit by Victor? Because apparently he's saying the opposite of what you said. He said all he wants is a Mayweather fight or Maidana fight. He's claiming that I'm not worth it. He says Keith Thurman's not worth it. He just posted that on his own Twitter account.
Wow.
So you know, I do believe he must have took at least a nice punch or two there, because those words are coming out of the mouth of a man who has done a lot in the sport of boxing, yes, but he's just now starting to make a comeback, and he's the current title holder of the title under my title. So how are you going to bypass me, and how are you going to claim that I'm not worth it when you just fought somebody who hasn't fought in like a year and a half to 2 years? And here I am, I'm an active, been knocking people out, and I can guarantee you, I don't know his personal business, but I can guarantee you that whatever he made against Victor, he would make probably double that if he fought me on Showtime. So, to say it's not worth it, that's just another person who's stuck in one time. And I told a lot of people that I'm very prideful of all these little scared welterweights running around because it only makes me feel better day by day. I'm winning fights without even stepping in the ring.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I mean, how many people have ducked me? We might as well add 3 more victories and 3 more knockouts to my resume. And I tell people that I plan on being the most feared welterweight in boxing history. Okay.
Right.
I'm different than just a basic Mike Tyson. I have that power, but my ring IQ is just worse, man. You don't want to deal with somebody who can think and punch you at the same time. So, when they say it's not worth it, they mean it's not worth it for their career, and it's not worth it for their health and for their pride. That's what it's not worth. It's not worth the sacrifice of getting your ass whooped. Excuse my language. So,
I heard that, man. I heard that, Keith. All right, so we got in the welterweight landscape, there's Timothy Bradley out there who's going to be facing Manny Pacquiao. I'm not sure if I asked you this question before, but how do you see that fight coming out, Bradley and Pacquiao? And also, how do you? I know that Mayweather doesn't do business with Bob Arum, and there's the Cold War and all this stuff. Do you care about this Cold War nonsense, or are you willing to go on record and say I want the winner of a Pacquiao Bradley despite this Cold War nonsense? So to my first question, how do you see that fight happening between Timothy Bradley and Manny Pacquiao, the rematch?
The rematch is going to be a great fight. Whenever you got 2 fighters with skills like Timothy and Manny Pacquiao, and they've already fought each other, they know each other already, it's going to be a great fight. They both are going to have their own levels of confidence going into the fight. And I think Manny should just do what he should have done the first time, which is just fight a little harder, man. Just put on a better show. And don't give them an opportunity to possibly rob you. That's one thing, we talk about the politics and things like that, but, you still put yourself in a position to get politically twisted, That's why my motto is KOs for life. I don't care how many judges you have judging. I don't want their opinion about my fight.
Right.
So, if I was Manny, I'd be looking for the knockout, bump anything else. I'd be looking for the knockout this fight. I think Manny could possibly produce the knockout. I mean, we've seen Timothy's chin. He has a great chin as far as what he can take and get back up, but he still falls down. And there are still moments where he's vulnerable, and, Manny should try to take advantage of that. He should really try to put the hurt on him this time. But Timothy is very skilled, very athletic. I love just his conditioning. You can tell he does a lot of strength and conditioning. It's going to be a good fight. I actually didn't really watch the first fight, but I'm going to do my best to peek the second fight.
Okay,